Hey everyone, in this FIFA 23 Squad Building Challenges Explained video, I'm going to show you what squad building challenges are, how you access them, and explain the downsides and the upsides to this area of the game. So it's basically a little mini game that you can use to build squads inside the game. If you decide to trade in your squad for whatever the reward is, you'll get that reward. However, you will lose what you trade in, so it's important that you are very sure before you hit that button to trade in. So they start very easy. We go to the root menu here of Ultimate Team, Squad Building Challenges, and when we're sitting in here, you'll see a variety of different challenges you can do. So by default, it shows all, but you can also use RB or R1 to filter over to these ones on the top tabs to see different ones like upgrades, live, basic, etc. Let's leave it on all at the minute, and you can see it starts out with foundations on the left hand side, and that's what I'm going to show you here. So if we jump into this, I'll press A. What it says is there's these different squad built-in challenges here, and the first one is the first exchange, and it says exchange a bronze player from your club for a bronze reward pack. So you can see on the right hand side it says player quality exactly bronze. And if I right stick over, so move my right stick to the right, that's what I'm going to get, a bronze pack. That sounds like quite a good deal, so that's what we're going to do. So we'll press A to select this. And then we come into this area here, and this is a little clearer if I move my webcam down the bottom right for you. So there you go. It's this challenge requirements, player quality, exactly bronze, number of players in the squad, 1. Now everything is locked, so we see the squad view, and sometimes these will all be open, and sometimes it will just show 1 that you can put a player in. So it's saying you're going to have to trade in a centre midfielder for this reward. So I'm going to select the centre midfielder, and then I'm going to use my right button to go over to my club. And then what this does is it searches all my centre midfielders, and I've got them by badge. So remember, you've got badge sort of ranks, you've got gold, you've got silver, and you've got bronze. So if I go all the way down, I will go to my bronze players. The other way I could use is my search to find bronze players that way, but as I haven't got millions of players, this is easy enough this way. So Baker Whiting is my weakest bronze player, so I may as well use him. He's never going to make it into my team. My team is rated 83 or something, so I may as well swap him for this reward. So we'll press A to swap, and then he goes into this view here. Now, you can see on the right hand side, submit is now highlighted blue, and what I can do is submit by hitting the menu button, but if I do that I'm going to lose this player. So it's going to say, right, you're going to trade in this player and you're going to get a bronze pack as a reward. So watch what happens. I hit the submit button, which is the menu button for me on the Xbox. It shows a different button if you're on a different platform, and it says first exchange in your squad, do read this, will earn you the rewards listed on the right. Submitted items will be removed from your club, right? So do not use players that you are not happy to lose or trade in for the reward that you're getting. Some of these can be very painful in the later stages of squad building challenges, but in this case, this makes sense. You know, we're trading one player for a pack of players, so pretty good. So we will submit the squad, and it'll say all players from the starting 11 will be permanently removed from your club. Are you sure you want to do it? I personally like to hit yes here, but if you're really sure, you can go yes and don't show this message again, but it will not warn you in the future if you're doing future squad building challenges. So if you come out here, you don't look at it again for weeks or months, and then you start trading in your players, you can lose an entire squad very easily. So I'm going to say just yes, because I would like that message again in the future. So what it says is, congratulations, challenge complete, you've earned the following rewards, claim reward. What then happens is the store will update, and there it is sitting in my store ready to claim. So I've got 12 items for trading in that one player. That was a no-brainer. That works really well. 51 player. Let's open this and see what we get as a reward. So here we go. So we've got 64 player as our lead player. If I move the star of this back up to the top right, we can see the press A to skip. And when we jump into this area here, we will see the rest of what we got here. So we got 64 player, 55, and 53. We got a manager, we got some player contracts. That was a great deal. So we've got all of that stuff just for trading in a single player, which is awesome. You are also free to sell some of these as well if you want. Oh, sorry, no, you can't sell these ones. These are not sellable. These are untradeable. But what you can use is if they start improving your squad, then you could swap them for players that you have spent money on. But these ones are indeed untradeable. So maybe the one you traded in was tradable on the transfer market, so you have to question whether it's really useful to you or not. But in my opinion, that first one is. So squad building challenges, if we come back out to them, can also unlock objectives. So sometimes you may see you will win objectives for doing certain squad building challenges, so you can get further bonuses which may pop up in this area. If we go back to squad building challenges though, let's have a little look, because things get a little more complicated the more you start looking at them. So if we go back into foundations again, we've got things like single nation chemistry, and this is saying common players exactly 2 in your starting 11, chemistry per player minimum of 1. So you will get more and more stuff, you know, pushing your sort of knowledge of how to build a squad as you go through these. So if we look at something a little more challenging, let's have a little look. If we go into basics, no, we have to unlock this one to unlock this one, etc., etc. Just seeing whether there's any we can unlock. Doesn't look like it. So you have to go through them over time, and some of those will get more complicated as we go. But if we look at the next one, maybe it's slightly more difficult. So this is saying 2 players from exactly the same nationality for a bronze pack. So we'll jump into here. We'll start from scratch. We could use the squad builder to build this, but we could just look for players of the same nationality. So we can look at the club, my goalkeepers, and we're looking for people here. So here, it may make more sense to use the squad builder. So I'm going to go squad builder. And if you had loads of players, this is where you could go for a particular country. So we could say, what have I got for England? And I don't mind the quality, but I want you to build a squad for me. So it'll do that. Now I could trade these 2 in, but it says I don't fulfill the requirements. So you can see this is where things get a bit challenging, because it's saying you need to use common players, not special players. So this goalkeeper is a rare, so he's no good. And I also don't really want to lose these 2 great players for a simple pack that we've got here. So that particular squad building did not work very well. So we could clear the squad by pressing A, and then we could do the same thing and go squad builder again and try a different. We could also pick the quality. So we could say, actually no, that's not really going to work. So we could narrow it down to say bronze and go from another country and try, I don't know, let's try Germany, see if we're lucky there. Build the squad. So sometimes you may not have these. So you're like, well, how do I do this if I don't own this player already? So we've got a German player here. He's common, but I haven't got a German striker. So this is the interesting thing. And sometimes this can make sense. If I press A, what I can do is go over left button to the transfer market. This is set as striker. And then what I could say is, look, I need a German striker. I've not bothered how much. I'm going to go bronze common. He needs to be a common player. And then pricing, I don't want to spend much on him, so I could say max buy it now, say 200. So I'll search. Okay, so these are all players that are 200 that I could buy just to fulfill this requirement. And I'm going to buy this one here. So this is going to cost me 200 coins to get a player to fulfill this. He's then put into here, and look, I've got the squad building challenge all sorted now. So it cost me 200 coins. I've lost one of my players. I've got this player here, and I'm going to submit. Again, it's going to say, look, you're going to get a bronze pack for this jumbo bronze pack. Do you want to do it? Yes, I do. So I'm going to submit the pack. Yes, I want to do that. I'll keep that warning again. So you see, that's good to have that warning as we go. Now I can claim the reward. There it is sitting there. I'm getting 24 items. So again, this was a good deal to do. Jump into it here, and then it will unlock this for me. And away we go with another nice reward. So we've got 62 rating there. I'll move this to the top right so we can see a little more with the info down the bottom. But again, none of these are actually worth any money. They're untradeable, but I am getting lots of stuff there. So build up my sort of resources that I can use in the game moving forwards. And then you just keep going like that, really. So you can see hitting back, I'm going back into here. And you can see on the foundations one, I've done 2 of 4. Once I've done that, foundations 2 will unlock, and the challenges just keep getting harder and harder. So just be aware as you trade in your players. Yes, sometimes you'll get good rewards. Sometimes, though, you have to trade in a lot of stuff to get just a single player. I remember I did accidentally in a previous version of FIFA, I traded in my entire squad of 83 rated players to get one. So he was something like an 84 player, but he was a, I don't know, team of the week or something like that. and I was like, oh dear, I've just made a catastrophic error. So just be really careful doing it. But hopefully that helps you get started with squad building challenges. Do let me know how you get on with the comments. If there's any questions you've still got on it, do let me know and I'll do my best to help, or any questions on FIFA 23 in general. So if there's anything that you're struggling with in the game, hit me up with a comment. I'll reply to that and either help you there and then, or if it's a really good idea and I haven't got a tutorial on it already, I'll look to create a tutorial for you if it looks good, and I'll give you a little name check as a thank you for that. So I hope that was good. Thumbs up please, much appreciated. Any comments welcome, and if you like this sort of stuff, hit that subscribe button. You'll be kept up to date with my latest and greatest videos. Thanks so much.